Hello students, how are you? I hope you are doing well. This is Rajan Ghai, your economics teacher. Today we will discuss the last topic of a chapter which we were discussing, that is money and banking. And the topic name is monetary policy and the tools which are used by RBI to control your credit, means your money supply. Before starting this topic, let me take you to that website of RBI. Once you search rbi.org.in, means once you go to this website, you will see different kind of policy rates, reserve ratio, which we did in last, that your CRR, LR, SLR, statutory liquidity ratio, cash reserve ratio, and your repo rate, reverse repo rate. You can see and you can check the current rates of that. If I move to that policy rates, you can see that policy repo rate is there, reverse repo rate is there, margin standing facility rate is there, bank rate is there. So these are the different kind of rates we should know, and a reserve ratio also there, which we did in last video, that is CRR, SLR. Cash reserve ratio is currently it is 3%. SLR, statutory liquidity ratio, is 18%. CRR, we know that CRR means the reserve which commercial bank has to keep with RBI current account, that is 3%. SLR is called statutory liquidity ratio, means which commercial bank has to keep themselves with, like your securities, means gold you can invest in, short-term securities or liquid assets. This is 18%. Means if you are having 10,000 rupees with commercial bank, you can say that only 82% bank can give as a loan. 18% bank has to keep its those reserve with themselves. So these are the rates of that. There are different other rates we should know, that policy repo rate, bank rate, margin standing facility rate, reverse repo rate. Before starting your topic, let me brief you what is bank rate. Bank rate is that rate of interest at which central bank lends to commercial bank for long term. Means this is the rate at which RBI lends to commercial banks for long term. Means if we are going to take loan from the banks, then we ask for loan, then the rate at which bank provides you loan, that rate is called bank rate, which we can say that interest rate, and this is for long term. Second is repo rate. You heard about that. Repo rate means this is basically for loan given by RBI to commercial bank for short term, and reverse repo rate is that rate at which commercial bank lends to RBI. You can see most of the times there is a difference between repo rate and reverse repo rate, that is for 50 basis point most of the times. Means your reverse repo rate is always lesser than your repo rate. Reason being is that because if your reverse repo rate is higher, it means commercial bank encourages to just lend his surplus money to RBI, because they know that they'll get more interest for that. So that's why always your reverse repo rate is lesser than your repo rate. And the next rate is marginal standing facility rate. Basically this rate is called, this loan is given by RBI to commercial banks at overnight rates. Means one day loan if requires to commercial bank can ask to RBI, 5 days loan, 10 days loan. Repo rate is called short term, this is called overnight. Margin standing facility rate, bank rate is called long term. So these are the basic rates we should know while starting your quantitative and qualitative measures as well as monetary policy. Reserve ratio I told you earlier, CRR, SLR. So different kind of things. Lending rates over is there, base rate 8.5% to 9.4%, MCLR rate, saving deposit rate 2.75% to 3.5%. So better it is once you are going through the chapters, before going through this chapter, just go to the website of RBI. Let's start now your topic, that is quantitative and qualitative techniques for credit control, means monetary policy. Before starting this, your bank rate policy, open market operation, and quantitative qualitative tools, let me brief you what is monetary policy. Monetary policy may be defined as economic policy of the monetary authority relating to currency and credit money. In other words, you can say monetary policy is the policy of central bank regarding money supply, money cost, means your rate of interest, and money direction. There is a reason behind that to achieve the objectives of economic development, growth, expansion, full employment. That's why RBI has to take interfere at the time of depression, deflation, or inflation. Basically, this is called your money supply. Means different kind of price stabilities are there, different kind of objectives in the mind of RBI. So that's why government asked to RBI that you just go for that. Sometimes you can say that RBI decreases the rate, then increases the rate. These things, why RBI doing? Because to check inflation, deflation, boom. These are called trade cycles. So let's start with your first quantitative and qualitative techniques of credit control. Let me go through with the first your one more thing, your mind map. You can see tools of monetary policy of central bank. Tools of monetary policy means we have two kinds of tools. One is quantitative measures, second is qualitative measures. Quantitative measures means which deals with your volume of money supply. Those are called quantitative measures. So basic measures we have in quantitative are, first one is your bank rate, then open market operations, then legal reserve requirements, which deals with your CRR, SLR, then repo rate, reverse repo rate. So why these called quantitative? Because bank just increase the rate of interest. Bank directly impacts on the volume of the money, means your quantity of the money. So that's why it is called quantitative measures. Second is there are other measures which are called qualitative measures. Qualitative measures means without just interfering with the directly with the money supply, bank deals with some of the different kind of instruments to control the credit or your money supply. Margin requirement is there, moral suasion is there, direct action is there, credit rationing is there. So let's start with your first bank rate policy. So what is bank rate policy? Let's understand. Bank rate, I told you, is the rate of interest at which central bank lends to commercial bank for long term. So when central bank feels that central bank has to increase the money supply during a recession or deflation, right? This is the period where you can say that deflation is there because there is low demand, because each and everywhere you can see that lockdown is there. So that's why recession is prevailing in the markets. To control these recessions, RBI tries to lower your bank rate. Once RBI lower bank rate, automatically you know that bank rate is called, or that rate also where customer can get loan from the bank. Once RBI gives loan to commercial bank at lower rate of interest, automatically your loan rate of interest goes down. People try to enter into for getting more loans. So that's why once people entering for more loans, automatically people know that now loan become cheaper. Once loan become cheaper, people getting loans, automatically money comes to the market. It means it increase the money supply. Basically this situation bank use in recession or deflation where is low demand, or vice versa. When bank know that there is inflation in the market, means high demand is there, prices are just boosting up, going up. So that's why RBI enters to decrease the prices. For that, money supply should be decreased. So that's why RBI raises your bank rate. I hope you understood. Next is your open market operation. Open market operation basically is called refers to buying and selling of government securities by central bank from general public. Means this is another tool bank use for that, because this is directly relates to the money supply. That's why it comes in quantitative measures. Open market operation means bank enter into the market. Through market, bank channels the system. Like by selling government securities, central bank soaks liquidity from the economy. It means once bank enters, means RBI enters into the market, central bank, then RBI sells government security. Government security means where fixed rate of interest is there. like a coupon rate is there. So these kind of you can say treasury bills, T-bills are there. So different kind of instruments are there. Once banks sell their government securities in the market, automatically people purchase that. Once people purchase, it means people has to pay the payment to the central bank. Once public pay checks to the central bank, automatically money comes to RBI. Once money move from market to RBI, it means in market money goes less. So once money goes less, automatically you can say that there is a change in the your total market conditions. So and reduces the money supply in the hand of general public. So automatically inflation goes down. By purchasing government securities, once RBI feels that RBI has to increase the money supply in the market, so RBI purchase the government securities from the market. Once government security RBI purchased from government, automatically RBI has to pay to the government. Once RBI payment is given to the market, automatically money goes up in the market. Once money goes up, automatically boost is there. So that's why you can say that deflation goes. Next is legal reserve. Same is the way legal reserve requirement means CRR, SLR. Once RBI wants that money supply to be less in the market, RBI increase CRR, cash reserve, SLR. It means if CRR, SLR or legal reserve ratio goes up, automatically bank has to keep more money with RBI as well as with themselves. Automatically it means lesser amount available with commercial bank as a loan. So loan goes down, automatically public gets lower loan. So that's why money contraction is there in the markets. So these kind of legal reserve ratio. Same as repo rate and reverse repo rate. Reverse repo rate is called repurchase rate at which central bank lends to commercial bank for their short term requirements. So same working used in repo rate also. Once RBI feels that commercial bank to increase the lending rates, it will make borrowing costlier to general public. So once borrowing costlier, so automatically general public goes taking loan is quite less. So money goes down in the market means less in the market. So that's why there is a contraction of money supply. So these way government or RBI can use these kind of instruments. Repo rate, reverse repo rate is same as there. Reverse repo rate is that rate where commercial bank lends to RBI. Repo rate is where RBI lends to commercial bank. Reverse repo rate means one commercial bank lends to RBI. So same is there. When reverse repo rate is raised, it encourages commercial bank to park their funds with the central bank. This has the negative effect on the lending capability of commercial banks. So sometimes RBI increase the reverse repo rate. That is only in the case of when RBI feels that there is less money should be in the market. So then once RBI increase the reverse repo rate, commercial bank tends to give loans to the RBI to get more interest. So automatically money left with commercial bank is less. So that's why money goes in the market is in a short way or a contract. So that's why your you can say inflation goes down. Next we have some different kind of instruments in qualitative. First is your margin requirement. Margin requirement is there. You can see